What's up, guys? Alex from Palm Beach Sports Cards here, back with a recap. Went to the April version of the Sebastian card show yesterday in Sebastian, Florida, at the American Legion Club. Met up with my buddy Ikumafa Egg and Joe St. Egg Benedictus. Met those guys at the show and had a great time. Awesome show as always. It's definitely on the smaller side. You've got maybe, I don't know, dozen, 15 dealers in there. But great variety of stuff. It's a fun show, a lot of bargains to be had. Not a ton of like super high-end dollar stuff, but there's a fair amount of good cards to be found. And had a little bit of everything there. So I'll go through it with you. It's going to end with a sick pickup I had on a stack of vintage. But I'll kind of walk you through what I got here. So first, this is just a stack for my buddy Ikumafa Egg. He'd set aside a bunch of Tigers cards that he gave me, and it was highlighted by this Casey Mize rookie. So that was really sweet. So thank you for that, Egg. And we did a few pack battles, usually towards the tail end of the show. Egg and I sneak over to the little bar they got there at the American Legion Club. We ended up going with the pitchers. We found a way to make the $2 beers down to $1.50 beers, and that was by buying them by the pitcher. So just the bargains we are finding. So the first pack battle we did was a baseball pack battle. 2 packs of, I believe it was 2021 Series 1, and Egg won that one. The way we did it was we said, whoever had the lowest batting average for a full season on the back of a card would win both packs. And he had somebody hit like 180 last year. I don't remember who it was, but he blew me out of the water on that one. He won both packs. Oh, it was actually Donruss. I'm sorry, it wasn't Topps, it was Donruss. And he got some sick cards in there. He got like a foil Pache rookie, another foil rookie of one of the stars. I don't remember whether it was Baum or Mountcastle or somebody, but I mean, he had a couple of sick cards, so it was hard to lose that one. And then we did a basketball one as well, and I was able to win that one. We did a lowest free throw shooting percentage, and I had somebody that was hitting like 38% of free throws. So the cool cards that I got out of that, though, there wasn't a ton, but did get this LaMelo Ball rookie, Halliburton rookie, and a LeBron insert. And then I opened a tin of this 2021 Series 1. One of the guys who sells a decent amount of like retail type wax. He had this and he had it marked at 25 bucks. I haven't been able to find these anywhere. So to get this for 25, I think they actually sell for 15, but I think the Acuna tin's, worth a few bucks. I'll definitely hang on to that. And I did pretty well in that tin. Got the Lou Bob rookie cup, the Joey Bart rookie, the Mountcastle rookie, and then the massive hit out of this tin was right here, this Dylan Carlson rookie card. This is like the 1776 version and numbered out of 76. So that's definitely a banger right there out of a retail pack. Looked up comps for this on eBay. Looked like about 300 bucks. So I don't know what I should do with this. Let me know what you think. I mean, I'm going to really look it over hard. I mean, this might be a good one to grade. I know I got to wait a bit for PSA to open back up. But depending on the season he's able to put together, could be a great one to grade. Maybe now's the time to just sell it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But that was definitely, I almost didn't open the tin. It was one of those things where I was just going to kind of hold on to it. Because I don't have any 2021 at all, any unopened wax. And so at first I said, I'm just going to hold on to this. Then we, got into our second pitcher, and I was like, let's rip this thing open. But obviously glad I did to pull that out. Then I had a few cards that I paid a little bit extra for. Usually my thing is I don't pay more than $2 or $3 a card for anything. But I did get a few like in the $10 range. I paid $10 for this Derwin James autograph rookie card. Obviously he's out of Florida State, and just an awesome player, and so I thought that was a sweet pickup. So that's his rookie ticket autograph, and obviously that came as a redemption or something out of Panini. So I got that. I picked up this Whitaker rookie card to go with. I've already got the Trammell, so now I got the Whitaker to go with it. And that was pretty sweet. I think I paid $8 or $10 for that. And then I also got this Tatis Holiday rookie card. Pretty sweet card, and I think I paid $10 for that as well. So those were my kind of high dollar pickups. Into my cheap kind of bargain bin finds. Found this Bo Jackson, got a couple of those. It's gold, Manny Ramirez, Kirby Puckett, cool little insert, Essence of the Game out of 96 Pinnacle. This Hands of Gold, Tony Gwynn. Ken Griffey Jr., Opening Day, that's an insert card. So I thought that was cool, out of Leaf 95. Cool little Frank Thomas headliner insert. So I always check the backs too. You know, if I see that it's an insert, you know, and somebody's selling, I think these were in the 50-cent bin. So I was like, oh, I'm game for any Frank Thomas or Ken Griffey rookie card at that. Then these, I guess, are they had like two different photos for this card in Hoops back then for $3.53. I think this is like the variation. Obviously cool as a Pistons fan to pick those up. Got this sweet Jordan for under $1. So I couldn't miss out on that. Same thing with this Sean Kemp. Kind of a foiled out insert card. That's kind of cool. This is a second year Steph Curry that I found in this dollar bin. So I thought that was pretty cool. Not sure if that's worth much more than $1, but you know, to me that's pretty cool seeing him that young. And then rounding it out with this Jason Kidd rookie out of Upper Deck. So I thought that was awesome. So my kind of general strategy at these shows, what I like to do when I first get there, I just like kind of walking around the show, just kind of looking over which dealers are there. You know, you can get a pretty quick idea for when you go by a guy's table in terms of how he's got some stuff priced, whether he's somewhat reasonable, whether everything's triple what's realistic price wise, and you know, you can get a bit of a feel for it. And then I try to hone in on where I think I can find some quick bargains and start digging through some bins. And so I have a few different dealers. I always go through their dollar bins and their 50-cent bins. Well, there was a dealer there that I hadn't seen before, at least, and he had all like vintage stuff, but he had one huge bucket that was just, cards were just thrown in it. There were stamps in there. I mean, there was postcards. It was just a freaking mess. It was like a big mail bucket. And I asked him what the deal was with that, and he said everything in there, 6 for $5. So I started digging through there. As I'm digging through, every once in a while I'll find like a star player or Hall of Famer. So I went through this entire bucket of cards, reorganized everything for him, straightened it all out, but I pulled out all the Hall of Famers. And so this was the stack I ended up getting from him. I think these are some pretty awesome pickups, especially for under $1 a card. Now they're not in the greatest condition. I re-sleeved everything once I got home though, at least put them in some clean top loaders. So I got this Jim Bunning, that's a Detroit Tigers Hall of Fame pitcher. So I thought that was a pretty cool card. Denny Mclean, obviously with the Rangers here, he was a great pitcher for the Tigers. Last guy to have 30 wins, had a 31-win season when the Tigers won the World Series in 1968. Look at that, 31-6. Let me know when you think somebody's going to do that again anytime soon. I got this cool 69 home run leaders, Harmon Killebrew, Reggie Jackson down there. Another Harmon Killebrew in action. I thought some of these were cool, especially with it being that this is what Heritage is going after this year. So thought that was cool. Virgil Trucks, Louis Tiant. That's a cool card. Tony Oliva. Old Bert Blyleven. I think this is like a second or third year Blyleven card. So pretty cool there. Orlando Cepeda. Got a couple of his. This one's got the old pinhole in it from somebody, I guess, sticking it on their wall, and obviously stained on the bottom. But I still think these cards are cool. And if I'm paying under $1, even if they're beat up, look at this one. This one's pretty awesome. Juan Marichal, Bob Gibson, Fergie Jenkins. I'm pretty sure all 3 Hall of Famers. So, thought that was pretty cool. I mean, again, paper loss, crease. I mean, a beat-up card, but just for under $1, I'll take it all day. Fergie Jenkins, another Hall of Fame pitcher. This one's actually, the corners are pretty banged up, but not terrible. Good eye appeal. Good eye appeal. Then a Ron Santo, obviously a Cubs legend. So thought that was just like, total mix of years and stuff too. Picked up a Whitey Ford, obviously the corners bent in, but still a cool card. When I found this one, again, 6 for $5, so under $1 a card. Hank Aaron. Now it's got rounded corners, you can see that. I mean, but just a beautiful card. I mean, the color on it's great. Centering's pretty darn good. Like I said, the rounded corners. I was probably being a little ambitious. I asked Egg, I was like, what do you think, man? You think this is like a 2 or 3? He's like, that's a PSA 1 or an authentic. But so maybe I got a little excited on it. But I still think, that's an amazing pickup. And obviously, I think it would sell for a lot more than that. And then this one, which was probably the best pickup out of all of them, is this 52 Gil Hodges. So that's pretty sweet. Even though it's got, obviously you can see, like, I don't know if that's tape or what with the staining and some creasing. But that's a pretty awesome card. Brooklyn Dodgers. So to find that for under $1, I thought was pretty awesome. One of my favorite pickups ever at a card show. And I was actually a little nervous, like when I handed all these to the guy. Once I was done digging through the bin, I was like, all right, here you go. I got 18 cards, so $15, I think. And he looked through them and he said, yep, $15. Didn't even bat an eye. So, maybe he just deals with a lot of like higher end condition cards and he just doesn't want to screw around with these. Maybe he was happy because I reorganized this whole bin for him, so he didn't care about giving me a bit of a deal. But either way, that was awesome. The final thing that I picked up at the Sebastian card show was this awesome Rip Hamilton bobblehead. Got it from our favorite dealer, Mike, who I got a lot of my lower end pickups from. He's always got the 50-cent bins and the dollar bins. And he had this hanging behind there in the box, still wrapped. Said it came from a Pistons game in '04. It was written on the outside of the box. I'm a Pistons fan, so he threw that in. I think I worked it down to $4 with the deal with the other cards I had. So I spent a total of $10 with him, and I think I had $6 worth of cards, and he threw that in for $4. So pretty awesome pickups. Happy about that Carlson. Happy about all the cards I got. Thrilled about this vintage. So all in all, it was a great show. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what your strategy is when you go to a card show. Kind of how do you plan it out? Obviously planning on going to the National. So I think I'll need a little bit different strategy for a show that big. But I'm definitely a dollar bin guy. I mean, that's just where I live. I picked up a couple $10 cards this time. A lot of times the most expensive card I get is $2, So let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.